This is a review for Movie Club Strikes Back. Every week someone picks a movie, we all watch it, hashtag it with Movie Club Strikes Back, and it gets added to the website. All the info down in the description. This week, the person picking the movie was Take It Home to Jenny, and she chose the 1952 musical Singin' in the Rain. I honestly don't know anything about this movie, but I'm going to watch it and review it just for you after the jump cut. The movie takes place in 1927 and focuses around a famous actor named Don Lockwood, who's played by Gene Kelly. He has a BS story about how he attended all these famous acting academies and was rich and grew up popular, but really he was just a bum. Him and his buddy Cosmo became stuntmen, and he just kind of lucked into the business. His acting partner is Lena Lamont. She can't sing, dance, or act. But it's 1927 and they're all silent films, so all she has to do is look pretty. Being 1927, Warner Brothers comes out with The Jazz Singer, a talking picture. And despite everyone thinking that it's going to fail and ruin Warner Brothers, it ends up being the biggest thing ever. So the production company that's making this movie has to start making talking pictures also. But they don't know how. Lena can't talk. She keeps looking away from the mic, so it doesn't pick up her words. They don't know how to write dialogue, and it ends up being a horrific failure. Screening gets laughed out of the theater. Meanwhile, Don had been falling in love with an actress named Kathy. She wants to be a stage actress, but she actually just does like singing telegrams and stuff like that. He tracks her down. They fall in love, and Cosmo comes up with a great idea. She can sing, so they dub her voice over Lena's. And then Lena finds out and throws a fit. The movie's a big hit. Everyone's happy. Lena goes on a little bit of a power trip, and they crush and ruin her life. So overall, this is a good look at 1927 when they made the move over to talking pictures, because some of these people couldn't talk. Diction coaches were needed. They needed to teach people how to speak properly, and just being pretty wasn't enough. You needed to be able to put words together and have a soothing voice, which a lot of actors didn't, and they lost their jobs. This is a musical, so let's talk about the music a little bit. I'm not huge on musicals, especially some of these older ones where they don't further the plot. They just stop, sing a song that could have been covered by one line, stretch it out into 4 or 5 minutes, and then go on with the scene. Good Morning is good, Singing in the Rain is good because it shows emotion, show that he's happy and making a turn in his career. But Broadway Melody is like 10 minutes long. Make 'em Laugh is 4 minutes of sight gags that's not needed. Beautiful Girl is a commercial that's not needed. They could have just seen her walking down the street instead of discovering her during this long, stupid, commercialized song. The acting in this one was pretty good. Gene Kelly plays Don Lockwood. He starts off as kind of a dick, but once he falls in love with Kathy, he becomes a better person and has his transformation. His best friend is played by Donald O'Connor. His name is Cosmo. He's awesome in this. He's my favorite thing in this movie. He's hilarious. He gets all the jokes. He drives the plot. He comes up with all the ideas that keep the movie moving in both Singin' in the Rain and the movie inside the movie. Debbie Reynolds plays Kathy. I'm not a huge fan of the Kathy character. She's kind of empty, and she lies about knowing Lockwood for no reason. And as soon as she figures out who he is, she's in love with him. She screams, calls the police on him. It's like, oh, hi, Don Lockwood. Like, oh my gosh, you're famous. So, yeah, her character is really weird. I didn't really like it. Lena Lamont is played by Jean Hagen. Lamont's awesome. They give her this weird voice, like a Long Island accent where she's screaming all the time and can't pronounce words. It's pretty hilarious. She does a great job with it. She gets my favorite line in the movie. Do they think I'm dumb or something? I make more money than Calvin Coolidge combined. What? It makes no sense, but I love it. Overall, decent singing, even though I didn't like all the songs. The acting was all great. The plot, I hate that they make Lena a bad guy. They ruin the poor woman's life and career. They embarrass her in front of the public and make it so she can never do anything ever again. But she has more money than Kelvin Coolidge combined, so I guess she'll be okay. Thank you for watching. This was a review for Movie Club Strikes Back. All the info for that and Take It Home Jenny down in the description. Now I will go back to reviewing movies that no one likes. And as always, I shall try to do better next time.